So I got my cords going around the wrong way. So let's fix that first. Sorry, guys. All right. We don't want to knock it off while I'm showing you items. So, welcome. Today is, let's see, Wednesday, June 7th, 2023, and we're here for the live chat. No sewing today. On Wednesdays, we either just chat on a particular topic, or I show you a haul, or anything else that comes to mind. So that's what we're doing today. I am going to also be doing June birthday shout outs as well. So stay tuned for those. And we're just going to give people a chance to get notifications that I'm here live so that they can come on into the chat. Let's see. I like to close out of here once it lets me in and go back in because it does some weird stuff to me. Right. So now all the chats are falling down. All right. So I'm not sure if it's showing on your screen, but I did change this live chat. I work from different devices. I'm viewing you all on my iPad. I actually am an Android telephone user, and then I also have Windows-based systems. And when I set these lives up, I set them up on my desktop machine. So I finally saw where I was able to have only subscribers comment. So that's what I'm going to do. You have to be a subscriber for at least an hour in order to comment on the live chats. And I'm thinking that should hold down on spam as well. So we're going to hope, or the trolls. So we shall see. So let's see who's here. We've got Susan T. Just going to read names today. Melody Kiefer, Wash Your Hands. Kathleen Champ, Maddie Barnum, Sandy Agger, Jean Green, June Hanson. Thank you, Sandy. Said her rent's paid. Nikki B, Diane McCoy, Remo JS. Thank you, ma'am. I'll put that up there for right now. Appreciate your message, Miss Remo. Sheila Willis, Judy Smith, June Hanson, Vivian Calvey. Wash Your Hands says it's showing. Thank you. Because I can't tell if it's just my devices since I'm the channel creator. So I appreciate you all helping me out that way. Vanessa Brown, Ms. Topaz. Melody said her rent was paid. Shirley Peters. Sue GSD. Mariza Yarn and Craft. Did I read that wrong? Mortizas. I'm sorry, Yarn and Crafts. Sorry about that. And Kevin the Quilter is here, or Kevin Quilter. Cassandra Mitchell. Damali J. Judy Hebert. Zandra Oldham. Cynthia Maria Field. Thank you, Kathleen. Miss Vivian's reminding you all to hit the thumbs up too. Sue says it's 384 days until the best retreat ever. Thank you, Sue. I guess I'll start with retreat since that's the last comment. I did finally today get prices. I didn't even open up the email. So now I need to sit down and figure out what the retreat costs are so I can get everything finalized and see how much it changed from when they first gave me approximate numbers almost a year ago. And then it was so funny because she was saying, you don't have your deposit paid. I'm like, how can I have a deposit paid on something I don't know what my deposit is? So yeah, so now they're looking for money. Okay, Zandra, but if I don't remember, I'll just excuse me. She's saying just call her Zandra. But yeah, so I've been holding off. I was gonna send something out for retreat last week, but we had some other people calling about other stuff that we're trying to do because were assigned different retreat centers. So I was dealing with those, and then I knew somebody else was going to be calling them, and they finally got prices. So I figured she'd be getting back to me with prices really soon. So I'm looking forward to that. So yes to the prices. So yeah. So I'm hoping I can start working on that and getting actual prices. Then I need to also schedule. I didn't schedule the bus because I didn't have a place officially. So I wanted to, now I need to schedule the bus portion of our retreat as well. We'll have a chartered bus for one day to do some shop hopping. So I got to get all of that figured out. Hey, Rebecca T. Welcome, welcome. So yeah, I do have one other announcement. If you are in Oklahoma, Stillwater, Oklahoma area in particular, they're having a Quilters estate sale June 23rd through the 24th this year. I did have one of my scrap club members put this in the Facebook group for you guys. You can just download this flyer saying batiks are $16 per pound, cottons will be $12 per pound, approximately 4 yards of fabric. I find that a yard of fabric can be anywhere from 2.5 to 3.5. So I think 4 yards is a little bit exaggerative, and unless it's very thin fabric, it just depends on the weight. So it does seem like it costs a lot, but it's like $4 a yard is basically what they're asking for the fabric, which overall isn't bad for quilt shop quality fabric, I guess. I guess if you're looking at it from that way. They've got finished quilt tops. They take credit cards, cash, and checks. And this is at the CREC Community Building across from 3305 South Boomer in Stillwater, Oklahoma. The estate sale of Gilliam, I'm sorry, Betty Gilliam. Quilt fabrics by the pound, quilt kits, some newer started, some partially started, dress fabrics and patterns, lots of books, some very old and out of print, lots of newer ones as well. And that's all I can read. There's one more line on the bottom. But you get the gist, the Quilters Estate Sale. If anybody is in that area and want to attend, have fun. Hey, Janet Cahill. Diane say, what is the rent? That's that they hit the thumbs up, Diane. I like to do a retreat, but I struggle with sewing. I do more ripping than sewing. Hey, it's always best to do it in the company of friends than doing it home alone. That's what I feel anyway. Elaine Doucette is here. Janine Sutter. Kathleen is saying, T, sis, your hair is on point. Love it. Thank you. Thank you. I actually, today, what have I been doing? I normally give you all a week roundup since Saturday. We did have Zoom on Sunday. I did get my pieces pressed. So when we go to do sew and chat on Saturday, I am ready to do sew and chat, ready to sew some more blocks together. I don't have all of my pieces sewn because I'm not even sure how many um, blocks I want to make. I told you all that I went last Saturday. I don't normally go anywhere on Saturday. I went last Saturday trying to buy more of this background fabric from a shop in Collinsville, Illinois, and they were closed due to some festival. I forget which festival. Jason told me what it was. It was one of those vegetable festivals, or any reason to drink beer out in the streets. But the quilt shop was closed, and I really didn't blame them for closing on days like that when you've got extra people wanting to come in and use your bathroom. A lot of them are drunk, and so I don't blame them for that. So then I went back yesterday trying to buy this fabric. They were open. I get there and they don't have it. They have one very similar, and I almost went ahead and bought it. But then she told me she'll call the other store that's located in O'Fallon, Missouri, which is on the Missouri side. But she said that they bring stuff down. They switch stuff back and forth between the stores all the time, so it would be no problem. So I decided to go ahead and have her do that. So I'm tomorrow. I guess I'm supposed to go pick it up. She said it'll be there Thursday. And I just got more of this gray grunge background just in case I need more and I want to make this quilt bigger. I could technically be done with the stuff I got cut, but I'm making it bigger, you know. I'm supposed to be making smaller quilts, but no, I'm making bigger quilts. so um so I'll go back tomorrow to get that. So that'll be trip number 3 trying to buy this background fabric. So that's pretty funny. Um Today I have to renew my driver's license and I had to renew my car registration. And I got all of this information go up there and I'm thinking, okay, they said, they had a list of all this stuff. So I took everything. So I thought. And I get up there and I thought I only needed one thing to prove my address, plus the fact that they've notified me, and I got passport, birth certificate, social security card. I had one other thing. Oh, my car insurance. And I get up there to get my driver's license done. In order to get the driver's license with the star on it, the one you can use for traveling, supposed to be state to state. I think that's the craziest thing. You got to have all this special stuff. So I get up there and she's saying she need one more form of proof of verification of my address. I'm like, you all know where I'm at. I got all the stuff you all sent me. I got all the stuff that belongs to me. I got my own passport, and yet they wanted a utility bill that doesn't even have my photo on it. Just, whatever. So yeah. So I had to go back home and do that. So I spent like about, I don't know, half of my day or more, because I went in the middle of the day. I didn't go right when they opened. I was trying to go right before lunchtime, before the lunch people get there, and then I ended up getting there doing lunch, but it was a lull, so it wasn't too bad. But yeah, it's been a long day. I was tired, and I was tired of dealing with people. I don't really like talk to people as much as I used to since I retired, and or being around that many people, because I'm mostly in and out of the post office. Most times I'm just checking my PO box. I'm in and out. So yeah, it was more than a notion today. So, but that's the only reason my hair is even down, because I don't really go anywhere. Elaine says, I wish I had more than 2 thumbs up. Well, thank you, Elaine. Joe Carmel says, hey, Miss T and all quilters. Melody. Okay, so she was helping Melody. Diane. Brenda Perkins is here. Helen Finaldi. Carla Ford's here. Thank you, Brenda. Betsy Layton is here saying horseradish. Okay, yes. See, I know somebody gonna keep up with this stuff. I don't eat horseradish, so that's not a word I keep up with. Betty Ward's here. Thank you. Sue is crazy. Kim R is here. Patsy Johnson, Kathy Klein. Yeah. Oh, my T, that is ridiculous for sure. Yep. Bonita Nance is here. Hey, Bonita. And when I moved to Texas, I thought I was going to have to call my mother from the dead to verify my identity and born in the USA. Ain't that something, Miss Topaz? Woo wee. So yeah. So let's go ahead, because we're gonna be doing I'm gonna have stuff up here. Let me just show you what I got up here on the top. Well, do the birthday shout outs before I forget. Month of June, we got birthdays. I know I saw this person in here. June Hanson's birthday is next Tuesday, June 13th. So happy birthday to you, Miss June. Carolyn Gonzalez, her birthday is June 20th. Didn't see that person. Quilt Gal is here. I thought I saw. I could be mistaken. Her birthday is June 25th. So happy birthday to you. Kelly Barnum birthday is also June 25th. Happy birthday, Kelly. Betty Ward, I saw. Happy birthday, Betty. Birthday on June 29th. And also on June 29th, which I haven't seen in a while, is Shamia Graham birthday. It's on the 29th. So happy birthday to you as well. So that's what we have for birthdays this month. So happy birthday to you guys. Just thinking of birthdays, I got this fan down like on low, and that's not gonna work. We'll put it on medium at least. Next month is my birthday. I am in the process of like trying to find stuff. I just need to pick it up and put it in a bag, and I don't have to try to find nothing. But I'm going to be doing on my birthday, which is July 28th, whatever date that is. Let me see, because I just be making up dates, and then I'm like, we'll put it on that Wednesday. So let's go see when my birthday is. July 28th is on a Friday. So I might do it then on July 26th. I'll have my birthday celebration on that Wednesday instead of waiting till Friday. I don't want to take anybody else's live chat night to do that. And I know a couple of sewers do use Fridays for their lives. And I don't want to do it during the daytime because most people are at work. So that's what we're going to do on July 26th, my birthday celebration. I will be having drawings. I'm going to tell you now, I'm going to have drawings. And how you're going to enter that drawing is that you must send me at least a birthday card. Okay? And the reason why I say that is because I want my prizes to go to the people that follow my channel or my journey. And so anybody that's sending a card or anything for me in the month of July, you can just wait till July. I'm just telling you all now so you can do that and be prepared. My mailing information is in the bottom of these videos. It's a P.O. Box 38205, St. Louis, Missouri 63138. You can address it to Teaquilts. If you send a birthday card as a minimum, you don't have to send me a gift. If you want to, that's fine, but you're not required to in order to enter the drawing. Anybody that does that, I'll be just showing those cards during my birthday celebration, and I will also be putting those people into drawings for prizes. So that's how you're going to get into the drawing. I think it's only fair if I'm giving away prizes on my birthday that I should be giving it to the people that at least recognize my birthday for the year. Fair? I think it's fair. I have people wanting me to make them a quilt for free, and they've never even sent me a birthday card. I think that that's kind of outlandish. So I just gave away prizes about a month or so ago, and I'm also going to have one of those prizes. It's going to be the winning for people who have completed the boho heart quilt as well. So I'm moving up the boho heart, I guess, by 5 days. So if you're working on boho heart, get your boho heart done by July 26th. I'm going to be putting up a folder for you to drop your photos in the boho hearts group, because one of those prizes will be for that. Now, we're here going to do a haul today. Let's see who else has come in just to make sure. You're welcome, June. A lot of people are saying happy birthday to all the June babies. You all are so nice. Just want to make sure I didn't miss anything. Thanks. Rochelle Rice says, happy birthday. happy upcoming birthday to you. Thanks. And thinking of that, I told little Miss Jersey that my birthday was coming up and she need to make sure she give me a big gift. And she had the nerve to kick her little pacifier out of her mouth and just laugh at me. I know she don't know what I'm talking about, but it was the funniest thing. Her reaction to stuff is so funny. Her timing is perfect, whether she knows what she's doing or not. It's hilarious. So, so, all right. So here's what we're gonna do. I placed two orders like back to back with checkers. I got one order, the second order hasn't come. Every time I get delivery dates from FedEx, they never happen. It's always another day or two later. So I'm hoping that they come tomorrow, the second box. And what I am going to do is going to be doing the daytime is I'm just going to go live and show you what I got on that order, because you're going to need to know what's in that order if you're looking at the previous order. That's all. Well, sort of, kind of, because, well, there are about three things that could possibly be impactful. So I'm just going to slide this over for just a second. I have been ordering some, I've been trying to see if I could find some additional African fabric suppliers. I found one. This stack here is not one. This stack here actually came from Donna from Handmade by Ying with Donna, and she fell into a sale of some fabric and ended up it was a lot of African fabric, and so she video chatted with me and let me pick some stuff that she had that she sold to me. So that's what this is here. None of this fabric you're gonna see. I got, I think, 7 pieces, 8 pieces I have to see. None of this fabric is for sale, okay? So don't ask me. This was a one time and one and done type order. The stuff I got from Donna is a one and done type thing, and then the second one is a company that I don't have a very good price point. I couldn't get a very good price point, so I can't go back and order from them. And if I'm not going to be their supplier, I don't tell you where the stuff comes from. So that's just, it is what it is. So I know you're going to like the next stuff that I'm going to show you because it's a little bit different, but I would have to raise the price in order to sell the fabric to you guys. And I'm trying not to do that because everything is getting so expensive right now. And Sandy talking about that's torture. That's why I didn't show you. Now, do you all not want to see them? Because I can do that too. I cannot show them. And that's one, I've been holding on to these other ones for like 2 months or 3 months and haven't shown them to you guys because I'm like, I didn't want to show them, but I thought I'd go ahead and show these, especially since I had gotten them from Donna, just to play fair of where I got them from and show you what I got from her. And I think she's going to be selling whatever she got left from this. I didn't buy that many. I just bought 4 because I knew I wasn't going to be reselling them. Nikki talking about I want to see. See? I can't win for losing. This one here, like again, these came from Donna. This is a 6-yard cut of this green. Very pretty fabric. She had, I don't know how many she had. She had quite a few, and I just numbed them. I limited myself down to just 4 pieces because I'm like, girl, you don't need no fabric. This one here is also a 6-yard piece. This one here, you see purple and pink and gray, which was a weird color combination because I don't think I've seen a whole lot with gray other than red and black with gray. I don't think I've seen gray with other colors. So that's why I got that one. 6-yard cut. And then these other ones are 4 yards. This one here I just got because sometimes I'm always looking for something, or not always, but sometimes I'm just looking for stuff that is got some space in it, just got a place for you to, can rest your eye here and there. It just depends on what I'm doing with it. It could be used as a sashing as well, or as a border if you cut between these panel lines right here. You know, it's so many different things that you could do with this. So that's why I got this. It wasn't necessarily one of my favorite pieces that she had. It was because I know that I can do so much with it. 4 yards. I was wishing it was 6. Say the green is beautiful. Thank you. Miss Vivian love green. Um, and Kathleen says, T, that this gorgeous fabric got me thinking I need a moo for after surgery. Yeah. And that's what I'm thinking. I'm going to start sewing me some stuff for Hawaii. So that's another reason that I was wanting something, especially with this one here. I need some stuff for Hawaii. So I need to start looking through my stuff. Got this sticker on this side. So let me turn it. But I thought this one would make a nice dress for Hawaii. So, and this one is only 4 yards too. So you open them up into thirds. Yeah, and then there's only 4 yards on this. I was wanting more on this, but I'm thinking 4 yards. I can either make a skirt and just wear a white top. But that's really pretty. Hi, Margaret Hassler. See, Nikki says, love the last one. Right. Not for sale. I think it's going to make it to Hawaii, I'm hoping. Now, these other ones, again, like I said, these are really pretty fabrics. But I just could not get a good price point that made it so that it was conducive for me to purchase from this supplier. So I could only purchase from them as an individual. And so that defeats the whole purpose. These are I got all 6-yard cuts. Again, this is another one that I got where you could rest the eye. I try to always look at these. Is that the tag? No. I try to look at these. You see where you can see the stripe. And if I can get 4 of those, I figure if I cut a 3-yard piece, I should be able to get me borders. And then they could be matching borders like that. So I kind of like stuff like that. And then anything that's over, like in this area right here, I can just throw into a strip container or something, you know. But I kind of look at things from a different perspective of the print itself. I'm always looking. And then all of these prints, this one is more like gold paint. So there is no metallic in that one. My stuff is going to have an avalanche because I got a big box in here that's tilted on its side. This is another one. It does not have any gold in it. Just like the colors, anything with teal in it and then pink. I kind of just like the color. I could have done without the brown. But again, I was trying to order different things from different parts of their website so that I could see what they look like. And to me, it looks like they've got very good quality fabric. I'm looking for quality of fabric. I'm also looking for if it has an odor or anything like that. And so these all passed the test except for the price test. Didn't pass the price test. This one here has gold metallic in it, and these normally cost more anyway. Anything with the metallic print in them, I just go ahead and just sell it for the same price, but I just make a smaller return. But I just like this one again because number one, it has that teal-ish color, like sapphire, and then it's got some green, a little bit of peach, and then metallic gold and black, a little bit of white too. So again, some things that I had. I was really hoping I could have ordered from this company. And then this next one is a little bit different again. Like I said, I tend to order in different parts of people's website. This one was different in that it's stitched. It's got actual stitching of metallic thread on this one. So let me show you this one. Again, I must have been into the teal mood. And then it's got chartreuse type green, white, and brown. And then it's got stitching on, I don't know, I think they might be bells. I haven't looked these up. I don't know exactly what they are, but they kind of look like bells. And so I just thought that was really pretty and different. And I just wanted to see it. So totally different stuff that I had ever seen. But again, when at places where I do order from, I try to order in the mid to low range because I know I've got to resell it back trying to make a profit without increasing my price when I come back. So that's always been a problem for me. But this one particular website that I found those from, all of their stuff is on that same caliber almost. I did have one in here that was like plain. The second one I showed you was plain, but all the other ones, for the most part, that I liked, they all had some kind of aspect to them that was going to make them cost more. So while I love the fabric, right now I just can't justify the price increase. Hey, Janice Miller. Yes, the Molly saying beautiful fabrics for tropical uh locations. Yes. Kathleen talking about just oogling your goodies, T. That's all. Yeah. I fully understand. I tried to tell you. I like the teal pink. Yeah. Thank you, Remo, reminding people to hit the thumbs up button. And Kathleen says, T, we are always going, is always going to spark my happy, oh, nice with the apple green chartreuse. Yes. Miss Topaz loves the teal and the metallics. I love the teal fabric. Hey, Ray, saying hi, sis, and everyone. All right, so next thing we're going to show. I went to Harbor Freight because I needed a container. But while I was there, I got a couple other things. One thing isn't in here. I might have one other thing that didn't make it in here. I can't remember. I thought I had about 4 or 5 things, but I got 3 right now. I know that I bought a hammer and I needed to use the hammer. So I actually put the hammer where it's going to be stored. So I bought just a generic handle with like a rubberized handle. So it wasn't wood. It was kind of medium weight because I don't need it to really pound nails. I needed it for thumbtacks and things like that. So I got a hammer. And then I always buy these magnetic hook sets. And I don't know what this costs, probably $4.99, something like that, $3.99. And I put these on my long arm, and then this is where I hang my tape measures, ruler any rulers I want to keep up with, my side clamps for my machine, anything like that I want to keep on something that's magnetized or metal that I can use a magnet. Then I use these, and I do like that they're 4 in a pack, so I don't have to buy 4 individual packs. And then again, it was $5 or less. And then I also bought another one of these magnetic parts holder containers and use these for my long arm pins. I got 2 on my long arm, but it would seem like it was somewhere else where I was needing one of these, and so I went on ahead and bought it. And they had most of the stuff I got was on some kind of sale too, and so I paid about $3 or $4 or less for this. Okay, and then Sue says love Harbor Freight. Hi, Rochelle Sears. Hey, Mona, dear, what? And that said, teal always will spark. Okay. Yeah. The magnets don't harm the long arm. No, they don't. My long arm, magnets are not computerized things. Like, you can put a magnet on your computerized machines. When they first came out, I don't think that they prepared for magnets. So your very first computerized machines may not have been accepting of magnets, but for the most part, you can use some low grade magnets. I wouldn't put these magnets on my Bernina to be trying to hold anything, but you can use a low grade magnet to put on here. Um, um, on the long arm, my machine itself can take magnets. It's on my frame though. I'm not putting it on my machine. I'm actually putting it on my frame. But you can put it on the machine. You just don't want to put it on the tablet, the computer, I'm going to say. So let me just tell you a quick story about this wonderful container. I probably bought this at Joann's long time ago. And it has those little snap up, flip up little things here. And then you have the little rolls, like you can put cross stitch, wrapped cross stitch items, your cards when you take your floss off and wrap your cross stitch thread on here. Then they've got like different dividers. If you've got different things you're trying to put in here, they pull out. Yeah, I probably spent about $25, maybe even on a sale or something. $25 for this thing. I don't know. Long time ago, because it's not your real thin floss container. It's supposed to be a jazzed up version, got the handle and all of that kind of stuff. I don't even, let me see if I can find the name on here. Well, I don't see a name on here, but I got this, and I had all of my bag making hardware in there, like my belt separators. What else? D-rings, hooks, and all of that kind of stuff. So it had a little bit of weight, but even when I had just my D hooks in there, they would always slide under the divider and get into the next section. And so I was constantly always sorting the stuff back out when I go in there. I let it go for a while, and then it gets so bad that stuff was so disorganized, and I have to go back in there again. And I'm like, okay, this is getting very frustrating. So I went to Harbor Freight. This was the reason I went to Harbor Freight, was to buy this instead. Right here. And I can turn this. I've turned it on its side and nothing is going back. I'm going to open it up. It's got 20 different compartments in here. So you see these 4 up here, the same 4 are down. So that's 8. And then you've got 12 out here. So let me move this over. So I don't want to put this by my machine. What I like about it is that it does have those same 2 flip up handles things there. But when I go to lift this, it doesn't just open. It still has a little light snap in the middle as well. So I do like that in case you accidentally get it open. You got one more opportunity to get this, to stop this from creating a mess. What I really, really love about it is now, instead of me going in here, digging in and taking out what I need, I can just take one of these trays out, and then I can just take it to my workstation when I'm working on the bags. I can just take this whole tray out. When I put my stuff in the other container, once I put it into that container, it was stuck there. Here, I just put my stuff into the container trays. And then once I got done, I organized all of my trays where I wanted them because they all came out. And I really, really like that. So I can take any little tray that I want. I can reorganize how it's set up. If there is no set format for how these spaces are to be filled, I can put these little 4 things in the back, or I can put one big one up here in the front. So I can set it up how I like. The beautiest thing about this, regular price, this thing is $9.99. So $10 is a great buy for a heavy duty. Let me make sure I lock it. For a heavy duty case that will hold some weight. It said it holds up to 40 pounds. I think it said 20 pounds. I can't remember, but it's heavy duty, and I can take it with me. And then I got it on sale for $7.99. So this was the deal of the day right here. I got that. Oh, the other thing I got was an extension cord. That was the 5th thing. So a hammer and an extension cord. You all didn't see. I didn't bring those in because they were already being used. I'm actually using the extension cord. It's plugged in, and the hammer I put into its position. So next time I need to use it, it's there, because it seems like every time I have a hammer, it ends up coming up missing. So I just go to Harbor Freight and buy one of their cheap hammers, and they had those on sale too. So I was able to get a little bit better one and only still spend like $3.50 for a hammer. So I enjoyed that. My chat is popping in and out. Minnie Doula's here. Welcome to the chat. Earlene Butler. So welcome everybody. Okay, so now we're going to talk about the checker stuff. Again, I told you all that all of checker stuff didn't come. So tomorrow I am going to go and I'm going to go. When it comes tomorrow, I'm going to do a live during the day. You can just come back and watch part 2 of this haul from Checkers. Some of those items, a couple of those items for sure off the top of my head, are going to be part of the gifts for my birthday. 2 main items in there that are pretty costly. Or cost enough. Let me just say that. It's not that anything is costly. It's just that it costs enough. So I'm not going to tell you what that is. You'll have to come back and watch that, or you'll have to wait till the actual birthday draw. All right. So we're going to start with the, well, we'll start. I'll just pull some of this out. Trying to pull the same thing out. 2, 3, 4. I thought I had 6 things from this company. So let's see. My box, like I said, is tilted on the side, and I got I don't see the other piece, so here it is. It was hiding. All right, all of these are the same thing. And I just ordered this. I told you all that eventually I'm going to be getting into the English paper piecing, and I had bought some sew tights when I was at the quilt show in Paducah, and I just I bought 1 or 2 because they had like a special. I think it was buy 2 get 1 free or something, but it was still cheaper for me to come home and order the rest of them. But I just wanted to support them since I was in their booth. But I came home and I ordered more of the sew tights, so when I get ready to do my English paper piecing, you're going to be putting multiple pieces together. And so you're going to need more than just 1 set of 3 sew tights. So what I did was I came home and ordered me some packs with, so I can have a little bit more pieces. I'm trying to see which one. So I got these 2 here are 12 packs. So I've got the 4 dots, 4 minis, and the 4 bars. And these are light. I got different magnetic weights. These are light. And then I've got these here, sew tights are light. And light just meaning that I'm holding a piece of fabric and something that's smaller, not something that's huge. This is another pack. This is a 5-pack of the light bars in here. And then this is a 5-pack of the sew tights. And these are a little bit stronger, but that's fine too. I wanted to get different weights and different sizes. And then the last one I got are the originals, a 5-pack. So I think I am now ready to start that. The other thing I saw when I was on their site, I had never seen this before. Great buy from Harbor Freight. I got to check them out. Thanks. That's the Molly. Yes. These, I don't know if I'm going to need them, but since I was ordering, they're sew tight stickers in the circles on this card on the bottom. But it says, adhere these silicone dots to your sew tights so they won't slip off of uneven surfaces when hand sewing. To use, simply peel off the stickers and stick onto the metal backing of your sew tights. Great for putting on the sew tights you use for on-the-go hand sewing projects. Never lose them in the car, bleachers, or couches again. So I just bought 1 pack of 12 just to see if they work or not, or how does that work. So as I start getting into the hand sewing stuff, I will be updating you guys. I'll probably either do some lives doing it or upload videos on it, because I've had some Teaquilters asking me about, doing English paper piecing, and then I can share my project with you all too. Sew Tights, Tights. They're asking what is Sew Tights. Sew Tights, Tights. And they're just a magnetic. It's like if you're hand sewing something together and you just need, instead of using pins, you use these magnetic things. So you have this end here. This is the back that has the magnets on the back. And then this is a piece of metal. And then when you want to put this onto something, say this bag, if I had my piece of fabric and my piece of cardstock from English paper piecing, then I can put that on here and it stays. And I'm moving this and it's not moving. It's staying in position. So instead of using pins to hold your English paper piecing together, you're going to use these. It makes it a lot faster than putting pins in and out. So you just have a little container where you have something that's two-sided. I got to figure out how I'm going to store them, but you put this on one side, these on the other, and then you just pick up and put them in there to make stuff stick together. So that's what it is. And like I said, this is a pack of 12. So they're all inside there, but we just throwing it back in here for now. Put this on here right. So let me put that back. That's what they're for. And they'll be demoed a little bit more too when I do the hand sewing. Minnie says, I can't wait to see how they work because I have no idea what you're talking about. All right. Don't forget the magnet with the extension wand from Harbor Freight. Great for picking up pins. I actually use those when I'm floating my quilt top because I have a metal frame. So they work great for that. That's the best thing the best bargain ever, because buying those clamps and then they stretching out and stuff, these metal bars ain't ever going to stretch where you can't use them. So that's from Sew Tights. I have a couple other things, and then it's going to be all patterns after that. I just bought this fabric. I thought it was going to be brighter. I'm just going to pull part of it down. It's a Stella DJL 2361 Dear Stella print. I thought it was going to be brighter. It's a little bit duller than I would like, but I thought this is something that would go easily on the back of some of my African quilts and or any of my string and crumb quilts. Or if, somebody wanted to buy some yardage, I'm willing to do that as well. But that's what I bought this for, because it just already looked like it had been crazy or crumb pieced. So that's what I thought when I saw this. So I bought that. And I've had this on back order since December. So this is the only boat they got. It is digital. It says it's a digital print multi. And that's all that's on here. I gave you the information off the salvage already. And then one more thing that's not patterned. It's like I have stuff that I order from Checkers be on back order, and then I don't place an order, say for like 3 months or something, and then it seems like soon as I place an order, then they want to send it out to me. So it's kind of weird. It's just been sitting there all this time. One thing I bought and I'm trying out is this new Creative Grids self-healing mat. Now I am a true fan of OFA's rotating mats. I have them in the 12-inch and I have the 15. The 12-inch is always too small, because if you're squaring up a 12.5-inch block, it was too small. So that's why I bought the 15-inch one. And this one is actually 14 inches. So I do like that it's just a little bit smaller. Let me take it out so you guys can see it. So I'm going to put it in my cutting drawer under my long arm when I get through with you guys. Trying to make sure there was nothing else on here I was missing. But I just wanted you all to see it. I'm not advocating for it yet. I need to use it so I can know whether or not I like it or not. But this is what it looks like. Interesting colors with the blue, the gray, and then sea green kind of color. So it'll be interesting to use this, put this under my rulers. And I'm going to assume that with these particular colors that they made it to match with their rulers. I do have some Creative Grids rulers. I don't have them all, but I do have a few. So I will be testing this out to see how this plays out. And I'm going to sit this over here so I don't mess up my mat. If anybody has used the mat, let me know. Sue is saying she can see Tucker doing a stack and whack with that fabric. Blackbird says, hello, tea and quilters. That fabric is very pretty. Celia Swain's here saying hello, tea and fellow quilters. And Melissa LePage also saying good evening, tea and everyone. All right, so that's all the notions. The rest of this stuff is patterns. So let me just pull out the stack. Ugh. And the other patterns I've got, no, that's the wrong sheet. 6 more patterns that are going to come. And I am going to go ahead and talk about this one because people asked me about this pattern. They are coming tomorrow, so you will hear it about it again tomorrow. But this is the one that people were looking at, where I should have brought my quilt in here to show you guys so you can see the difference. But to do this pattern, so I ordered more of these and they'll be in tomorrow. These patterns are $12. And if you're wanting any of these patterns, just let me know. Some of them, they only have one left. So it's a lot of them that only have one left. So I will be, if you order more than 2 patterns, I'll pay your shipping for you. So 2 $10 and higher patterns, because I do have some $2 patterns that are going to be different. So you have to have like a minimum of a $20 pattern order for me to send you your patterns for free shipping. All right. All right, quilters. Thumbs up, show your love and support for the Quilter Educator. I have that grid. So she has that mat. So that's good because I'm interested in seeing how it works. And Rose is reminding me, I forgot to tell you all about the Zoom retreat. I'm going to do a separate video on it, but I am having, what is the date? June is on a Sunday, the last Sunday of the month. I am going to be doing a retreat. It's kind of like we don't have a retreat this year, but I'm going to have a class. I'm going to be doing that trip around the scrap basket pattern. The cost is going to be $25 per person. It includes your pattern. And we're going to start about, I thought we said 1 or 1:30 Central Standard Time, 1:30 Central Standard Time. And then we'll go for about maybe 5 or 6 hours and making sure that everybody has all of the parts. You won't have your entire quilt top put together, but you at least have gone through all the steps to get your quilt top put together. So that's what we're going to do. Thank you, Remo. She says it's June 25th, and I think it's at 1:30. But I will make sure, try to put it like so that it was kind of after church hours for everybody, even on the West Coast. So that's what I was trying to do. If you go to an early service, you should be back home by then. hopefully. So it's $25 per person. We're going to be doing trip around the scrap basket again. I'll do a separate video. I got to do some taping of some quilts that I quilted. That's the other thing I forgot to tell you all, that I did quilt 3 quilts this week. I just got to get them out to the deck now so that I can get them back to their respective owners. But I did do 3 quilts already this week. I did not quilt today. So I was really good yesterday. The DMV wore me out today. And Joe Cormel says, yay, I'm ready. So on that, when I do the video, it's going to be Cash App, Venmo, or Zelle payments for that, because $25 is not a lot to charge for a Zoom. And then we're also giving you the pattern included in that for free. So it's going to be a digital pattern that's going to be emailed to you. So that's what's going on with that. Hi, Deborah Holloway. Sorry you're going to miss it, Miss Topaz. All right. So patterns. I'm going to start with the Villa Rose patterns that I got. I bought 6 of each pattern that you're about to see. I do have some other Villa Rose patterns in my repertoire. I never showed them to you all, but I had even given some of them away to my Scrap Quilting Club members for door price gift last year for Christmas. But I will just start showing you these. So the first one is Whirlpool. All of these are $2 each. And if you don't know about Villa Rose, and I'm going to stay back here and I'm not going to show you the whole thing, but it's a 1-card thing. You have the picture mostly on the front, and then all of the instructions are normally on the back. So I'm just not going to show you that. So that's what these are. That's why they're $2. They're just these little index card size, no more than 4 by 6. And they're little cute quilt patterns. If you're looking for something quick to make for somebody, they are normally that. But then they do have some that look more intricate than they are. So some of them are well worth the money, like notches. Looks a whole lot more complicated than it really is. I love this one. Again, all of these are $2. The next one is Nove. It's like using your jelly roll strips. So it's a good way to use jelly roll strips, and then you get a focus fabric. The next one is Diamond Days. Take one out. I think they glaring. Diamond Days. So that's 4. This is number 5. It's called Hypnotize. I thought this one would be really cute with fussy cuts of fabric and or panels that are squares. And then the last one is called Florence. Again, another one with those big prints. I'm thinking about things when I get this kind of stuff that you can also do with the African prints that I sell. So that's that. My chat keeps plopping in and out. So those are all of the Villa Rose cards that I have in here. I'm going to put a rubber band back on them so I don't lose them. And then the next one, I've got Doug Lico. This one's called Junction. I got a lot of, ugh. So, Doug Lico. Junction. Only got 2. They only had 2 left. Doug Lico is the one that did the corner trimmer ruler that I've shown you all before. Let's see. Does he have it written on here what the name of that ruler is? He does have it on here. But yeah, so very pretty pattern. I like that. I don't buy anything I don't like. So I plan to, if I don't sell it, I plan to use it for myself. That's for sure. Yeah, Jean says that hypnotized pattern would be cute in African prints. This next one is Doug Lico too, called Pedal Power. And I do have a lot of these. Pedal Power. I like it in the bright colors. This is also Doug Lico. And I will not be doing any sew-alongs where I'm doing Doug Lico things unless you bought a pattern for me, because he doesn't want you sharing any information of at all, like even doing a video on his stuff. So I just won't be doing that. So won't be any sew-alongs with his stuff. This next one is called Bolts. Right here. This would make a nice signature quilt with the white space in the middle. That's what I think of when I see this one. And it's still a quick quilt. I don't know if it necessarily reminds me of fabric bolts. I guess it could be the end of the fabric bolts. But when I see this, I think, oh, that'd be great to use as a signature quilt. You want to collect signatures for a wedding or something like that. Simple folded corners. Thank you, Kim. I was blocking the name. And I probably got only one more of those in stock to sell. I was waiting on them to get the large ruler back in stock because somebody asked me about it, but it hasn't gone back in stock yet. So this next one is called Diamondback. This pattern here. Very simple, but then you think it's 4 patches, but then it's a little bit more complex than that. But I'm thinking that it's still going to be simple to put together. One of these days, I'm going to get back into vending again. Next pattern is called Jewels. This is really pretty. A great scrap buster quilt. And you can use, have a rectangle ruler for this, called Jewels by Brenda Hemmings. And my screen keeps going away. Rainbow circles. I only got this one. It's for a panel and then just sewing these color squares around the top, but you can make them any color you want. Just something simple. Sometimes people are just looking for the simple things. And you have a beginner that just needs to know what to do. This next one is called Sticks and Stones. By Cabin in the Woods. Next one is called Jewelry Boxes. This one, it's kind of hard to see this one, but they're like diamonds or 45-degree diamonds or something like that. Let me just pull it out a little bit. Lean in here. It's weird to me. I guess everybody has their own color taste, but it's so muted that you can't see the design very well. It's also blended, but I would be having a whole lot of pop of color in here. But it's really pretty. Called Jewelry Boxes. Next one is called Sweet Kisses. Another one when you want a quilt that's got a lot of more, I guess you call it modern when it's more white space than it is color nowadays. But I like that it's traditional looking and just a hint of color, a whole lot more white space. A great scrap buster as well. Sweet Kisses. I'm not going to ever be able to see if anything else is coming in the chat. The next one is pedal pushers, like rainbows. I can't see the chat, guys. It's disappearing. I don't know what this one's called. Oh, pedal pushers. It's got a bicycle in it as an applique. I think I've seen this at quilt shows, but if you don't want to put the flower basket, they got a basket up here, right here, of flowers on the front of the bike, and then they've got the bike down here where they got flowers on top. You just keep making more blocks. You can see it in the bottom photo where they've got the two parts of the bicycle with the flowers on them. But you don't have to do that. You just keep making regular blocks. So I like that because you got options. This one's a table runner called Splits. Want a quick project? Make nice Christmas gifts as well. Maple Island quilts. I should have looked in their thing for more patterns and I didn't. I actually love their patterns. They're the ones that made the one, oh Lord, Scooch Over 2 that I also sell that looks great in African prints. This one here is called Optics. Eyeglasses. By Miss Winnie Designs. And the last one of these type patterns is Arrows and Specks. I like this too. I like how the flying geese are going up. I just did a pattern very similar to that in the middle. And then you've got the arrows going down and then more flying geese going up that are not overlapping. So I like the different things going on. So those are those patterns. I probably only got about 3 more patterns to show you. And then we'll be done. It's 8:06 already. Time flies when you're having fun. I just don't want to get all of these out of order. Really like the jewels pattern. And I still want this heart to go away. That's down here on the bottom of my screen. Okay. Got 4 of these patterns by Ricky Timms called Shockwave. And these are $15. They got the price on the back of these. I'm on a whole nother page. Yeah, $14.98. And then the last patterns. I'm going to have to take this out of here. This, if people want to get this particular pattern, I don't mind doing a Zoom sew along on this one called Dresden Village. We could either do this on Zoom. Well, Zoom would be good because it'll keep the people that aren't supposed to be in there out. So this is Dresden Village. I had purchased this pattern already from the quilt shop Itching to Be Stitching, where we just came back from retreat last year or the year before, and I haven't done it. And so I'm thinking it's like Dresden. Let me get up in here. It's Dresden's and houses. Like, they're not bird houses, they're just tall houses, I guess. And some trees. And I thought if I bought more of these patterns and we did this as a sew along, maybe then it will get done. So let's see what this one costs, just so people will know. Dresden Village. This pattern is $14. And I have never even opened it up, okay? I just know I want to make it, and I haven't made it. And I keep seeing it hanging in the shop when I go in there. And so I decided, you know what? I'm going to get some patterns and see if we can have some people that may be willing to do a sew along with this. So this is Dresden Village. How many do I have for the sew along? I got 1 for myself already. And then I bought 18. So 19 people could do that if we wanted to. Oh, Remo says she likes Shockwave. I'm wondering, I don't know how Shockwave is even pieced. Let's see if it's paper pieced or regular pieced or... Ooh, that's interesting. I never looked at it. I see it now. Hey, Sobecca, how are you? And Joe Carmel, I don't know if I saw Joe Carmel come in or if think I did, but I think she was talking to Sue when I saw her. Hopefully I said hi to you, Joe Carmel. She says she's good. So yeah. So those are all the patterns I have. Wanting to do a sew along with Dresden Village. Also wanting to do the Zoom. The sew along on this Dresden Village would be longer. It wouldn't be just one day because you got different pattern pieces that you've got to do, different sections. Probably need to give people time to get stuff done. If I'm looking at this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's at least 5 different shapes, and then you've got the borders as well. So it would have to be over a period of time and then getting so much of it done. The finished size of this is 74 by 86. So if anybody is interested in doing a sew along with this, it would really motivate me to get going. I'm just going to use whatever scraps I have and call it a day. But it is so pretty. Every time I see it hanging in the quilt shop, I'm like, I want to do that, but I haven't started, and it's been 2 years. And so I need to, I need motivation to get that done. And then we also have the a trip around the scrap basket. My chat is acting a fool here, saying retry. Bonita says, okay, so how do we purchase? Just send me an email because it'll be going, most of these for the sew along. If it's a sew along, it's going to be going, and I haven't figured out, what this one would cost. I'm going to have to open this pattern up, which I've never done. I'm going to have to open this up and see how many sessions it would take us to sew these, because you've got a lot of some stuff and not as many of others. But I need to open this up and break out what we're doing so I can be ready to tell you all what's going on with this pattern as far as a schedule. And then again, I also will have a separate video, hopefully, on both this one video and then another video for a trip around the scrap basket, because that's going to be coming up June 25th. So if you want any of this, just let me know, and then I'll, some of them, again, I only had one pattern of, so if it's sold out already, I will let you know. So thanks for asking, Benita. And I think that's it for the chat. I'm going to go out of the chat and see if I can come back in here. My chat keeps freezing. And I'm going to actually get off the live because I got to go back and keep quilting. Told me my live chat has been moved. Ain't that something? I can't even get in my own chat, okay? All right. So it just I had to restart it all over again. Okay. So there's nothing there, thank goodness. All right, so that's what I'm going to be working on. I'm going to try to slide this back in here because I already got my pattern somewhere in this house, so I'm going to have to find mine on this one. So yeah, that's it for me, guys. If you all don't have any other questions, I'm gonna go ahead and get off here. Remember, I have some other stuff coming. Some of this, like some of the Villa Rose patterns, are going to be in my birthday draw next month. I got some other things. That I'm going to be that's coming tomorrow, that's also going to be in the birthday draw tomorrow. So you just never know what's going to be in the draw. But I do know I got, like I told you, 2 items I know that are on that list that are going to be in the draw. I'm also going to be going through my strings. I'm going to be making bags of strings. People that saying, I don't have any scraps, I'm a newbie, I don't have a lot of fabric. I'm going to be giving out string bags. I'll probably be giving out some scrap bags, because guess what? Sister Girl got stuff here because my shed's been delayed. So I am going to start packing some of this stuff, putting them into some mailing bags, okay? And we're going to start sending some of that out. But that's what we're going to be doing for the July 25th live chat. So stay tuned for that. I've told you how to enter into that. I can't see Steve Kaufman's hello late. Oh, have to rewatch. Okay. Hey Steve, welcome to the chat. Steve and Norma, I don't know which one. um okay, Benita, thank you. She says she sent an email. Thank you so much. I'm gonna go ahead and get off of here because I gotta like work my way out of here. I got this big box and I got stuff piled up to about up in here at my hips almost. So I gotta repack stuff back into the box because I had um, you know, I gotta put it in here right so I can get it out of here. But I will see you all on Saturday. We're gonna go back to working on the friendship chisels here that we're working on. And I did do my homework, so everything's been pressed, ready to go. I can probably make another 11, 12 blocks, something like that. I don't know. But I know I won't make that many in a live sewing chat in 2 hours. So I feel like I've done enough pressing. So we're ready to sew on Saturday. So thank you guys so much for your support. I will see you all next month. Again, happy birthday to the June birthday babies. And enjoy your birthday month. Good night, everybody. You all stay safe, be blessed, and quilt out.